For the last few days I've been digging this bed, and it's been 4 days now, 5 days, and this is all we've done because it really goes scoop by scoop, because there's like loads and loads of bindweed and good grass in there, which really has to come out because it smothers everything. And also what we encounter are massive roots of Elecampane. Elecampane is a flower of like 2 meters high, and it looks a little bit like a sunflower, but then with more feathery thin petals instead of the wider petals like a sunflower. And they're smaller, but this size of flowers. So these are the roots, and I also I would love to leave them, but I have to dig them up because, like as you see here on the side, this is all the bindweed, and it all has to come out, because if I would leave that amongst the roots, it will just come back up again, and then I'll never get on top of it. So I'm trying to get all the soil out and all the bindweed out, and then sometimes pieces break off like this one, and I've collected all of those and I brought them to Stevie, because Stevie makes stuff with it. And then once the clump is cleaned, you can see it starts growing already. Once the clump is cleaned, I've been replanting it. So in this area there's all replanted Elecampane roots, and on the other side there's replanted comfrey and replanted onions, and I mean wild leeks, which are starting to come up again. I don't know if you can see that. They're starting to grow already again, and in here there's spearmint and there is dandelions. But we still have a bit to go, but I'll show you what Stephen is doing, because I'm gonna run, so I'm hobbling again. So that's fairly interesting, what he will do with it, with those Elecampane roots. Stephen has been rebuilding his house this winter, so he's still in the process. He's got a very peculiar house. It's really cool. Hi Stevie.
Hey Matthew.
I brought you another root.
Ah, thank you.
Alright.
Nice one.
So you've been washing them, huh?
Yeah, I've been just kind of scraping the worst of it off. Take these little fibrous roots off, because I don't think they're any good. You want to get it like a decent kind of carroty, kind of like how you prepare carrots basically, and then.
And down there you got the.
Yeah.
Where did you got all the? Oh, that's.
Yeah. So this is the discs. We call them discs.
Yeah.
You can see it's got this like very creamy substance at the bottom. This is vodka from Waitrose. I would prefer pure alcohol, but I can't get it in these days because it's all being used for hand wash. So you can just take a little bit of it like that, like a shot of Elecampane. And it's got this Parma Violets taste. It's like a kind of instant aromatic kind of flavour. It kind of dries the mouth out a little bit. It's got this bitterness. It's very good for the kidneys. It works as like a diuretic, helps you to pass water. It's most commonly used for the chest. It like opens up the lungs, it helps breathing. It kind of lifts the spirits a bit as well. It makes you feel a little bit more mellow, a bit more relaxed.
It's one of the 3 ingredients from the Breathe Easy tincture that you make, no?
Yeah, we make this tincture. It was traditionally often mixed with other lung herbs for bronchitis.
Right.
But pretty much any lung condition, any breathing condition, that's what it was used for.
Right, yeah. We've been giving it to Bill, which is the owner of the land, and he's been helped with it. So... and then you first have to dry it before you put it in the vodka?
No, you can put it in fresh.
Fresh.
As long as it's 40% or plus, you can put it in fresh.
And how long do you leave it in before it's ready?
You can leave it in as long as you want.
All right, but a minimum of?
3 days.
Right, and then it should be infused. And then you also drying some?
Yeah, I'm drying some up here. But it's exactly the same. Let's have a look how dry it is now. Oh yeah, that's working. You can see it's starting to dry out, and then that can be stored dried, and then you can make a decoction with it, which is where you basically boil it up for, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes.
Right.
And then it's like a strong tea.
Okay.
And then you just sip it throughout the day continuously.
And then putting honey with it, no?
Yeah, so
because it's very bitter.
Well, the fresh root used to be candied as well as lozenges for for coughs especially, because you want to suck on them.
Right.
And so you'd basically candy them, you'd boil them with lots of sugar.
Right.
And you'd also make a syrup with them as a cough medicine.
Right.
Especially combined with angelica root and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And Steve has a lot of other interesting things. He's starting as well a bread mixture. He started yesterday, and you can
Sourdough mix.
yeah, it's also sourdough, like I did yesterday. It's bubbling. I think you're doing it tomorrow, huh? You're gonna bake the bread. He's making it with rice flour. And oh, we have eggs, and we have eggs from the neighbors. We called them because in these times the shops don't have many eggs, and we have neighbors with a lot of chickens that normally sell to. Where do they normally sell to? I don't even know. No, anyway, they have lots of eggs, and so they're giving us 60 eggs a week for the whole community, and so I think that's gonna keep on going even after all of this has passed. And then he made porridge this morning. I took the last
Not
bit.
really porridge, but yeah.
Yeah, fruit compote, you said, huh? Yeah. It's we had picked berries last year, and I took them out of the freezer yesterday because the berries are coming soon again with appelmoes. And this was dinner from last night. Sprouted mung beans.
And I'm going to plant broad beans today.
Oh yeah, so this is broad beans which have been soaking so the skin is more soft and they'll germinate better.
Because it's very dry at the moment.
Yeah, otherwise you have to give it. So that's Steven in his new kitchen.